Welcome, welcome. It's a thirsty Thursday, and do we have the spiciest deck for you? I'm just naming this Spies because that's all it is. That's all we're doing, and we're having a total riot while we do it. Basically, we're going to use Imperial Formation to give a little bit of extra girth to Imperial Enforcers. There is one change that I was wanting to make here that we're going to make right now. We just need a couple of Purifies in here in the event that we run into some more locks from some enemies. I'll put Mage Torturers back. I found a little bit of value out of them. They are agents, so they have that value going for them on the false Siri play, but that was about it. So Diviner kind of misses that, but you do get the Purifies, which are really helpful to get around the defenders and as well as to benefit your own troops. So I've been playing this a bit. I have been having some fun. I've had some very surprising wins with it and thought to myself, all right, let's get it out there. Let's make it public. So here we are. Cantarell is brutal and mean, especially against Naglfar. Just steal whatever they top deck. And then Ramon plays for good value with Enforcers, and Amir and Letho as a combo are just insane value. I think the only other change I'm making here is adding in Crystal Skull just to give me some Veil. I do find that there are a lot of locks out there right now, and there's a few poisons as well. So the Purifies, the Veil does come in handy. It will come in handy. And then Coup de Grace is really excellent value onto Joachim. It's also really great after you've played Amir. You can just steal whatever unit they play after that gets spying automatically. It's pretty insane. So we'll walk you through how some of the gameplay works. I think one of my biggest knocks against the current season is it's just kind of all out, thrust yourself totally into round one to try to win round one. If you can't win round one, things get really toxic for you. Alla Iced as one example, but there's a lot of other decks that are just kind of full of punishment. Interesting. I haven't seen Tactical Decision on ladder for a hot minute. So, a few things to think about. You do want to get Ramon with one of these Enforcers in your hand, and then the more Spies that you can get, the better. You don't really need to double up on Purifies. One is sufficient. And then this combo is enough to win around, and then we just kind of play out as many cards as we can and get out Usurper Emperor, and he works really well here too. Seditious Aristocrats are good value with Amir, so I think I'm just going to kind of call this. Then not a whole lot of thinking involved here. These ones do have armor, so I'm not going to commit the Crystal Skull onto them. I'll do that onto the next ones. If depending on what we see from the opponent, I might save the Crystal Skull for Amir actually. And I do want to say, if you're ever going to play Amir, you want to get him out early. All right, I do like Joachim, so I'm going to hold Joachim. Emissary is probably less value to me in this matchup. You want to use Emissary when you're really worried about your Enforcers taking a lot of damage. Now, playing Amir round one feels like a massive overplay, and if I hadn't won doing this multiple times, I would really think that it is. It's hard not to feel that way. Roderick to get my Amir is pretty brutal, but we have a way around this. Don't worry, it's not over yet. Anna can become a little frustrating here, being able to boost up the units and protect a little bit here. The opponent cycles back in our Amir, so a little annoying for us, but not the end of the day. We're just going to be patient. I actually like Duchess Informant onto Nausicaa Sergeant makes a good bit of sense. This is going to be Usurper. I obviously don't want the opponent to steal him, so... You know... And Nilfgaard against Nilfgaard just feels bad. Oh, with the coups coming down onto the Roderick. Interesting. Just kind of seeing a lot of reckless plays from what I would consider reckless in prior seasons is like the smart play in this current season. So it feels a little weird, but sucks to get off and trashed. But you know, he's in there to get tutored out, I guess, in the end, so why not? We'll just set up this other enforcer. I'll just commit one more charge here. Yen's invocation. Pretty brutal. So false theory plays really well with a mirror. If you miss a mirror, kind of out of luck. I'm just putting back these infiltrators. I don't think they're as helpful to us right now. And I don't really love what I have. Probably going up against Ball, because that's just usually what it is. So we'll just start with Seditious Aristocrats. We just have to bleed out the opponent. Mata Huri. I was actually hoping for an infiltrator so we could get her down to 3 and then steal her. She would have gotten us Brothans, which would have been helpful, but we are where we are. If we wanted to, we could play Letha to steal it, but I'm okay right now. Just simple play here. Emissaries are not. They're a little bit annoying because you have to boost a unit, so you kind of start tipping a lot of value to a specific unit here. I don't personally understand the operator play, but everybody gets to make choices. Oh, we'll get rid of that. Don't want them resurrecting that Kingslayer. This looks like a mill deck. Fortunately, Kingslayers aren't agents. I kind of feel like they should be agents. And we unfortunately kind of got rid of all of our soldiers, so we can't top deck anything at it. So that's annoying. Loss of Cantarella hurts. Not the end of the world, though. We're just going to keep this up. That could have been better. Seditious aristocrats are agents, and all of these Duchess informants that the opponent's sending over to mill my deck are also Duchess informants, are also agents. So just kind of playing this out to get some value off of Siri. Seditious aristocrats makes great sense here. Really good value. There we go. We had to work at it, but we'll get him back. Now we just kind of like pull these back and forth. But he's non-devotion because he's operator, so we get to steal all of them, and he doesn't. Oh my gosh. I I'm not sure why he did that. Right now, Vilgefortz is looking pretty good to steal. But we'll wait to see one more time what the opponent does here. Yeah, Artori is much less so. I think they're really happy with all their choices. She plays for one more point if we wait here. So I kind of want to just squeeze it now. Just waiting here. See if I get something better than Vilgefortz, or alternatively here, just waiting for the opponent to play something of value and to steal that. Interesting play here. All right, so Vilgefortz plays for like 16 points. Plus whatever it pulls out. You only live once. I don't mind that at all. Alright, we'll just have to see. This is going into heads up. There'll be a card up almost certainly. Who knows what Cantarella gets him? Ah, very nice. That plays for a bunch of points. At least we get a draw all 4 cards. I don't know what's left though. Just got so much mill. Oh, you have Fergus. Fergus plays for points at least. Roderick is absolutely trash. Let's see if we can get more of him Hunter, and we do. Just want the lock value. I don't understand what the compunction of the opponent here is to constantly badger me. I just want to get this down so I can get some coup value. We will be able to proc spying, but just in case, I don't really want to hold the lock if it's just going to lose value here. If he has Usurper, it'll be non-devotion. Yeah, unfortunately, just more kings there. So I was hoping that he'd play Usurper. We'd be able to proc Spy onto Usurper and the 2 units, play coup, get him back and steal the units back again, but you can only have so much in life. I expect a Tibor here at some point. Yeah, at least we all dry drawed, if that's a word. So this is all going to come down to how lucky the opponent is in this trot. They're getting they still have their coup as their last play, I think. Taking an eternity to decide on this Imperial diplomacy. All right. Plays for 5 points. I buy it as Xavier. Interesting. Maybe a Viper? But I do expect this to be a coup, and there's nothing to kill here, so we might walk away with the victory on this one. No, it's the Tibor. Good draws for the opponent. Yeah, see, last save from the Tibor is just a little bit hard to overturn that. Nilfgaard on Nilfgaard always hurts. We'll get back in here. Especially hurts to be on blue coin as Nilfgaard. You could put in Yen's Invo if you want. It is like a great one card, single card removal. Choices are yours. But two Nilfgaard decks against each other, neither of which were using ball, so that's kind of fun. Ooh, so much fun. Give me full test. No, I actually want Queen Meave. She's okay to kill a couple of dun banners. I expect this to be blue stripes, so just trying to get the enforcers here. Unfortunately, with little to no luck. Lyrian Obelisk at my command. Obelisks are certainly a fascinating way of getting at this. Skinning the cat, if you will. Ugh. Ugh. Let's just get down some seditious aristocrats. Ballista. This gets you like 4 points of value. Yeah, pretty good. Here, we're just still kind of sussing out what the opponent's trying to get at. But there you see, I do like these. Emissaries have come in clutch for me several times. You're just able to protect your engines. I mean, they are weak against reset. But if you're, your opponent's trying to damage you and they're getting close and not all the way there, it's a good way of getting that value. All right, they have a lot of setup here. Go for one more emissary because it's fun. Then we'll probably pass. But blue stripes just requires a lot of setup. A lot of things to kind of go exactly right. But right here out on the board sits 6 points of damage. So you only live once. I don't mind having Joachim in here. So I'll put back Diviner. So right now we got Cantrell, Falsiri, Brothans, Usurper, and Coup de Grace. So Usurper is really the only one I don't want. I do want to get out often, but I'll get him out next turn. Now we'll start pulling these over. This gives the opponent something to kill with a Roach Merciless, which it seems like they're trying to set up for. Indeed. Ever predictable. We'll just try to cluster his row a little bit here. I guess we can get another seditious aristocrat here. Good points. And then even though I do really like Fergus for the value on these enforcers, we do have double aristocrats here, so he plays for 13 points by himself. Tempted to go for the Letho onto a mirror. Old test. Kind of leaning against this Amir play though, just because there's such little value out here. But we did get the full test commit. And these guys are a little bit skewered, so no way to boost them. He has to use a leader charge here, I think. But Fergus still plays for massive points, so go ahead and do that. Smart to use a Lyrian Arbalist to kill the 1-point unit so I couldn't steal him back, though. Plus, it clears up room on the opponent's row, so good synergy there. I mean, the helpful thing at this point is Amir is getting us good value. Just from every time the opponent plays a unit, we get 2 points. Note that it's plays and not whenever a unit appears, so that can be a little frustrating. We could, we could copy full test here. We're just gonna pass though. We could copy full test here, and every time the aristocrats get boosted, we get more of them. But not great value for us. We are devotion though, so they would come pre-boosted into our deck. But here we get the opponent to go down 2 cards. They do get more of these blue stripes, so right now they're up to 5. It's got a contract level 100 Godfather. I'm gonna have to look into what that is. But here I'm just looking for enforcers. I just really need enforcers. Coup de grace is great, but if I don't get enforcers, Ramon breaks for me. So we'll put back Infiltrator. We'll put back more than him Hunter. Man. And the unfortunate thing here with Joachim is that I get this weird interplay with him tutoring out an enforcer, but I don't actually get to play it. So the opponent might go for the bleed here. It'd be a poor choice in my opinion, but everybody gets to make choices. There's nothing I really want to put back, but it is worth pondering if you want to deal the damage and take that value. Brothans does look pretty good here for me in that I do get the damage off of those units, but I'm actually just going to go for Emissary. Pretty easy. Just staying on top. Big gust into an urchin. And then you can use Letho as extra Imperium Enforcers as well here. I don't understand what this is going. Oh, okay. Just going to get the blue stripes back out again. Good value. But the downside with this is that they're a bit of a one-trick pony in that, like, you can get them out once. So it's got to be Joachim for us here. Seditious Aristocrats works really well for us. And I probably want Letho to copy them just so I can get the value off of this Joachim. I could copy Brothens as well, though. I think unless this is Voimir, that doesn't make much sense to me. A little bit risky. All right, let's go for... just prick its usurper general a little bit at this point. Yeah, let's do this. Even though I get more synergy with the combo values. Bit unfortunate. These two are both agents, so she does get good value for us, but could have gone better. Sucks when you lose it on draws by a hair. Suck, suck, suck. Pure Enforcers would have been that clinch for us, but just such bad luck on the draws. It is what it is. Alright, we'll go again. Just want to get these lined up so we can show you guys how it works. But you know, I tell you guys this all the time, but whenever I play these decks on my own, they always get all these wins, and then as soon as I jump off and start showing you guys how the decks work on a YouTube video, they start getting losses. So it is what it is. You can go on stream on Twitch, link above, go watch my prior gameplay. Blaze of Glory. Blaze of Glory can actually be kind of fun. You want to get a tall unit and then proc the spying onto Judah. Plays pretty well. Round one can be a little bit tricky. Infiltrators come in really helpful just to kind of space some stuff out with the ships on the ranged row. But right now, I am personally just looking to get my guys. Come on. Just keep one. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we get Joachim here. Concerned about doing these three. So Roderick right now gets me Cantarella, Letho, Often, or Usurper Officer. So I think we need to clip out Often and have Amir down in order to get the best value. Tell you what Skellige doesn't have much of an answer for, though, is being crazy. You just got to get in here knee deep in crazy. And if you can do that, you'll be okay. Let's go ahead and put back Fergus. Actually, Ramon is not being helpful to me here, so I'm going to clear him out. Learn the lessons of yesteryear. Alright, I'd want Brothman's here so he can get the Assimilate procs. If you really want to be a dick, you can just play Mage Infiltrator here, but we're going to go Informant onto Melee row. The more damage I can get, the better setup I have for Amir, because Amir is just going to be pulling over these one cost units whenever they get spying, and the opponent is going to get spying every turn. And when you're playing Iced, you just have to win round 1. You bleed them dry round 2, and you'll be okay. I'm okay with that commitment. Doesn't make a ton of sense in my opinion. We're just going to stack up some more value onto Amir. Yes, it's possible that he has Morkvarg, but it's also a known fact that he has Judah, right? I don't have to guess that. I know he has Judah. This is going to put me out of Judah range. Amir's just going to sit here and have some fun. The Moonlight Longship works really well for my purposes. So we're just going to come up in here, continue to place these units. And the sooner this one gets down to 1 and comes over to me, the happier I am. How does the saying go? I could do this all day. All right. Oh, okay. We have Ku with Joachim and Roderick. Letho could be kind of fun for some plays. He's probably not excellent here, but I do want him in my hand just so I don't have to draw into him. Often goes back, but we get the enforcers how we wanted them. So golds right now for me are often Ramon, Cantarella, and Usurper. So I need to get out often. So that's on my mind. I just need to find a way to get some value off of him. So we're going to start early with these Imperial Enforcers because I'm an idiot. All right, so we're just not taking Ramon unless we get to round 3. But we can't all be geniuses. Oh, not my best move. Obviously, I didn't want to do that just because it's so much value. This should be fun, though. Unfortunately, it still goes there, Graveyard. I wish, like, the coup actually stole it. But great synergy with my Enforcers, so I'm just going to keep him. I like him. In fact, I kind of like Letho as a great sword as well. All right, we're going to double up on Enforcers. We'll commit a leader charge here and get off and out. For the great sun! Probably play Roderick and hold Joachim. That way we go into round 3 with a double Joachim off of the coup de grace. Blood Eagle doesn't get us damage, just gets us some annoyance here. The opponent's just trying to generate some bloodthirst here, so let's deny him that. Jenga Fret. No value here, just playing for 7 bulky points. And now let's go ahead, see if we can get maybe Cantarella. Although Usurper General actually plays pretty well right here. Let's keep this simple. And I don't really much care about these, so. You can have 4 1-point characters. That's okay. Oh, I'm a mean man. It's not down to Adrenaline 4 yet, so the opponent just kind of playing out for time now. Again, they just don't do well against the bleed. Alright, Usurper General works really well here. We get the 1 spy, we get the 2 spies, we get all the charges, and then we're just going to kill off this Bear Witcher. And Jenga Fret, just in case there's some heals. Pretty simple. Fergus is set up for 6 points of value here. Easy peasy. And then these operatives are agents. Doesn't really matter. If you reproc it, they'll still give it to you. This is what you get for being greedy. I mean, the Judah does get full value here, but I'm okay with that. Again, just bleeding them dry. Somebody came a little late to the party, I think. So she just plays for 6 here, but again, just bleeding them dry. Iced can't take this in 1 play. It'll take him 2. So, yeah, Harald's just kind of weak here. Good luck. Have a nice day. Yep. Just fine. We are totally okay with this. This is exactly how we wanted things to go. The only thing we have to worry about now is dry drawing into dry drawing into Ramon, but this is awesome. I didn't even count that out. He's 1 point down. False Siri coming in clutch with those 2 boosts onto the operatives. So the opponent has to play last card, so he's now down 3-4. Leader's gone, Iced is gone, Harald's gone. He does get Blood Eagle back, but Skeward all sitting at a measly 8 points. Bit of an overplay. Just was trying to get these Imperial Enforcers down, but those emissaries coming in clutch here. And we're gonna be perfectly fine. Like I said, the only thing I'd really kind of want to do is stay away from Ramon. Enforcers might kind of be nice. So I'm going to try to draw into those without being greedy. Cantrell is great too. Ramon plays for armor at this point. Not sure why you'd play the light longship to melee, but everybody gets to make choices. Now remember, these guys play onto the board and sit there with spying. So Seditious Aristocrats can be final play, no stress. They boost themselves for the number of spying units and then get boosted by the number of spying procs. So if you get Emir out and then Letho onto Emir, even though it goes spying onto the same unit twice, they will get boosted twice. A little bit like Imperial Enforcers that way, as you just saw with Fergus. Let's see what they have. Well, actually, I'm going to see if we can draw into Imperial Enforcers. Just value. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Seditious aristocrats work fine for these purposes. Still lots of points for the opponent still here. I'm gonna guess they're gonna knock me down to 23 here, and probably struggle to make up the 7 points. But they might get there. We'll see. Ooh, Hjalmar's a little angry here. Hjalmar playing for great value. Ha ha ha! Oh yes! It feels good to beat Skellige at their own game. Oh, I was a little nervous there. Oh yes! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you hate Iced, play this deck. That's what we've learned today. No, seriously, this deck is a ton of fun. I know it played a little clunky against Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard against Nilfgaard usually comes down to who gets red coin. And unfortunately, we got blue. So it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if you're doing something similar or if you've got a totally different deck that you've been brewing up that you'd like me to test out. Until next time, though, good luck on the path. Get out there and keep on Gwenting.